Hello guys, what's going on? My name is Whoopy and today I'm gonna do a little walkthrough on the game that's called Colony Survival. It's quite new, although it has gone through a little bit of changes since it came out, and I've got it pretty much since release. It's actually a pretty fun game, and I'm gonna play some single player with you guys today. So we are going to make a new world, and it's going to be called potato pants. Let's just keep it that way. Okay, so this game, it might look like a Minecraft clone, and I'm sure with that, but although it might look like a clone of Minecraft, it sure isn't, because, well, I will prove you wrong now. So first of all, there's like the hotbar is way different, and it's only a what's it called, a health bar right now. So eating food isn't exactly necessary, but I'm sure they will add that later. So I'm gonna show you the first difference. There's items that look like this, and they are called banner tools. If you look at the hotbar down here, you can see that I'm switching between these stuff and the different items in the hotbar, and these are the items you start with. And you start with some example of stone brick, planks, and log templates, and I will show you what you can do with that. And so once you've placed down this banner, you can click with your banner tool that you have down in the hotbar here and click recruit a colonist. And let's try to do that. It doesn't say I can because we need to put down some beds. So to be able to make colonists, which is the main goal in this game, to have colonists that do stuff for you, you need to make beds, and to have beds you need to put down your flag, and then like make sure that you have different jobs that your colonists can do, and that's basically the point of the game. And in my opinion, this game has such big potential. Like I think it can become way bigger than it actually is right now. Although it has gotten a lot of attention through YouTube, YouTube mostly then, but some of the biggest YouTubers that do, like, let's say for example, just simple survival games like Terraria or Unturned and stuff like that. Some of those YouTubers have actually mentioned this game, which is actually pretty cool, since, yeah, the game has very big potential. And in this first video, I think we're going to be making quivers at first, because quivers, if you hover over it, it says recruit a guard, aim at the monsters. So if you place down one of these quivers, and you can see, once you have a block or something, you can see you have an arrow here, and the arrow points in the direction that the worker is gonna go or whatever. So if I want a guard to look this way and guard, he can obviously like look around like that, but like mainly focus towards this direction. I can just make the arrow point that way and then right click. So now if we can look here in the chat, it says no unemployed colonists left to take one remaining job. So once we have a job, and these items create jobs, let's say for an example a grindstone creates wheat into flour. I'll explain more of that later, or maybe in a different episode. And there's also workbenches that will do the crafting for you, and this is the crafting that you do in this little box here or whatever, and you press I to open that. Yes. So let's recruit the colonist. So this colonist now is a guard, but he isn't guarding anything, because the guard should stay here with a bow and shoot monsters when they appear in the nighttime. And as you can see, there's a little arrow, or no, sorry, a bow icon, therefore your guard needs a bow to be able to guard. And as you can see, he took the bow and he now has it on him, even though it doesn't physically showing it isn't physically showing him holding the bow, but he is anyways. A little bit hard to explain. I'll try to explain a little bit in this game while I'm playing. But I think this is the first colonist, and as you can see here in the top right corner, the colonists use food. If you might have noticed, we had 300 food, I believe, from the beginning, and to make one colonist, it cost 50 food points, because if we open our inventory, we got bread, which give 3 food value, or 3 food points, or whatever. So it's actually pretty cool. It's a really cool concept in my opinion, and there's just so many possibilities to build and explore and stuff, even though the terrain isn't much, but there are the biggest things that there are is just flat grounds, a little small hills, and also lakes and really big mountains, which is pretty cool. So I'm thinking that we should start building something around this, and you know what? Yeah, let's just start building here. I'm gonna make sort of like a castle around here, I think. Or at least try. I'm not the greatest builder, obviously, but what are you gonna do about it? I like tight walls when it comes to castles. It just looks very cool in my opinion. I don't know why, don't ask me why. Okay. So we're actually starting to get somewhere. And you dig stuff with just obviously holding your left click, and place down stuff with holding or clicking or right click. You don't necessarily need to be holding it down. If you can if you want to, obviously, but I don't know. So once you dig trees or whatever, you get these log templates, which you use to create planks. As you can see, these disappear when you create planks, and planks are used to build stuff and craft stuff and things. I don't know. And I just noticed this wasn't symmetrical, so you need to fix that. Let me see if we can get a little look of a monster or monsters. There's only zombies right now in the game, but I'm sure they will add more. I hope so, at least. And you also get torches by default, so you can place them down, and they give a lot of light actually, which is pretty cool. And there's sand here, I believe. I'm not sand. What is this? Do I even get anything from this? Even I am confused now. Oh no, this is stone. Holy shit. I'm even getting confused with the game I'm trying to learn out. Okay. Alright, I'm trying to teach or whatever. So this can be our mine, actually. This is the place where you can dig stone, and eventually you can also make miners that mine ore and stuff for you. What this is, holy shit, like it gets so dark quickly. Alright, I'm gonna keep on digging here, and I accidentally destroyed the torch, but now we're gonna go back up, and the torches actually make your game lag a little bit, which is unfortunate, but okay, it's actually getting kind of dark, and I don't know why I haven't seen a single zombie yet. I don't know. Okay, so let's just keep on building a little bit here. Holy shit, and just as I said that, a zombie came up. And you can also craft I think our guard took, yeah, our guard just took care of that zombie, as you can see. And just a heads up, I won't make these episodes like way too long or something. Like, I'll just make them a little bit so you have something to watch if you want to watch them, that is. Like, I don't know. This is actually a pretty cool design. Let's just keep it like this. Oh shit. Okay, he fell. No, this isn't right, is it? Is this right? It doesn't feel right. What's wrong about it? Is this right? Oh, damn it. Let me get back up. No, it was right. So, we are starting to build the Imperium, and the guards actually use arrows, and it killed 2 monsters or zombies this day, which isn't actually too much. Like later in the game, it begins to like comes a lot of zombies and stuff. And I'm sorry if my English isn't the greatest in this video. I'm a little bit nervous now when I'm talking English in front of a lot of people. In my opinion, like, if you've seen my latest videos, I talk Swedish in them, or you might not understand that it's Swedish if you have watched them and not from a Swedish talking country or whatever. But, no, that wasn't right. Or maybe it is. Yeah, but my native language is at least Swedish, so yeah. Why does this feel so weird but so right at the same time? Like, holy shit. I'm actually getting confused. Is this good? That's good. Then let's get a fix on here as well. Okay. So in this episode at least, we're starting to build up the Imperium that we want here. That might sound stupid, but, you know. Ugh, why am I never getting happy with this? And yes, also, your colonists are needing food every day. So with this little crown icon down here, you can make a lot of different things actually, like a berry farmer, forester, miner, wheat farmer, yeah, like that. So we're gonna start with the berry farmer, which is actually a currently new feature for this game. And so I believe, okay, berry farmers can do, it's 6x6, which is the largest for a berry farmer to be able to farm for or whatever. And the berries actually generate food points, which is gonna be used later, like even more later, but yeah. Now we're going to craft a bed and then make our second colonists for the day. Boom. So this guy, I don't think he should need any tool. And as you can see, his shirt just turned red, which means he is a berry farmer. And the guards have the I'm sorry, I'm sick today. These guards have grayish, brownish colors for their shirts. So they each represent different works, which is kind of a cool feature. So yeah. Yeah, it should go out on here. That's the design I'm gonna stick with, I think. So we're removing this. Does that look good? That looks symmetrical as a fine potato. Okay, so let's just go out here. Oh. Well, I'm great at this. Okay, let's put some sand there. I know this isn't the greatest build of all time, but you know, you gotta start somewhere. Okay, so this is actually starting to look like something. Yeah, this is good. And if we go over to our berry farmer here, he is starting to do stuff. And you need to place down a crate to be able to be able to make your farmers go and put the berries that or berries, for an example here, to be able to put them like somewhere, because this is the stockpile. Your colonists can access this however they want to. As you can see, we got a berry which is not poisonous, but they give 0.6 in food value. So I think this is a really good start for our colony. It did really come somewhere so far, and yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next episode of Colony Survival. See you.